Yeah, I think you've just raised another key point there, Barry, about workplaces. Yes, I still work and I go into companies, and one of the auditing elements is first aid. And I sound as if I'm banging the drum, but I am banging the drum because this is another element that really shone to me. And it did shock me. Yeah, I think it did. Two or three of my clients, production companies, shall remain nameless, separate warehouses, 30, 40 people, young lads up to guys in their 40s, 50s. And I asked the question, who's the first aider? They had two. So the next question is, what happens when he's on holiday? Because I look at continuity, the risk strategy, the risk to the company in terms of cost, production, etc. And the next question I said, right, okay, how many people in this room? And there was probably about 14, 15 operatives who knows how to do CPR. There was only one. And the reason he knew is because he was a football referee. So I then looked at them all and I said, right, we're going to do something here. It wasn't my company, but I was in there as a consultant. I'm standing in front of you as a reason and a result of what? CPR. And then I talked about some of the elements we've touched on. What about your family? What about the people when you go out? The ripple effect has now started. You will go home. You're going to question your kids, talk to the children, sorry, and make them more aware. We've had this guy in, this happened to him, and it was only for the sake of CPR. So in the workplace, that is so important. And it's really interesting when you ask that question. It's not first aid because there are some people who don't like the gore side of things, but CPR is totally, totally separate. But it is one of the key elements to save people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nick is an ISO management consultant, so he can assist you with your audits and make sure you get all of these boxes ticked, because it is important. It's important. And look,
Absolutely.
Nick died for 20 minutes, was one of the lucky 1 out of 11. He's here to deliver the message. So we will leave that message with you, dear listener and viewer, to absorb, to reflect upon and do something about.